All right, everybody, what's happening? It is Wednesday afternoon here, a little after 4:30 p.m. Just dropped the video about DeMarcus Walker meeting with the Detroit Lions. That'll be popping out here in just a few moments, probably after I get off. But I wanted to come in and break the breaking news, right? The news that some of you have already heard. But yes, it is true. What you were reading is Rocked On Detroit Lions. Rocked On Podcast Network will be live at Radio Row in Lambeau, Green Bay. We will be doing the draft, and we'll be doing the draft live. We were credentialed this afternoon. Got word from the NFL today that, in fact, that we are ready to rock and roll, and everything has been submitted, so we should be good to go, and super excited about it. So, I have to say I'm a little bit of the waterworks, today, a little misty eyes because, I made a few promises when I first started this channel, and number one is the fact that it was your channel, right? This is a fan channel. This is all about us as Detroit Lions fans. And then we slowly graduated and made this channel a little bit different, a little bit better along the way to incorporate, the morning show and everything else. And I wanted to make sure that I stood by some of the promises that I made, that, I was always going to do everything that I could to bring you transparent, honest, content and try to do as much as I can daily. And battling through cancer myself and listening to a lot of, other people's battles through their health, issues. The other part of the promise was making sure that we started a cancer foundation and that we do our best to try to help others, locally first, nationally, second, and grow, right? The focus is growth. With every channel that we add around the country, there's an opportunity for Rocked On Cancer Foundation to grow with that city, that area, right? That state. That's the plan. That's the overall plan. So, the third major promise that I made is that we were going to get access someday, that we were going to get credentialed, that we were going to do it. And come hell or high water, we were going to make it happen. In 18 months, really October of 23 is when this channel really started on YouTube. And in 18 months, we've come a long way, a lot further than I thought that we would ever be. And that is because of you. It's not because of me. I just run your channel for you. This is your channel. This is your community. I'm part of the community as a Lions fan, a Lions loyal member myself, but this is your community. And you guys manage it. You take care of it. You show up each and every day. So this is just as much of your accomplishment as it is mine. There's a lot of thank yous that have to go out to a lot of different people, organizations, people that have helped me along the way. And, first I want to start with Eric, because Eric has been with this show now for almost a year on the morning show and, slowly growing and learning more, just as I am, and has been consistent, right? Showing up every single day. And that's the hardest part, is just being consistent. I like to call myself persistently consistent. It's just one of the mottos, slogans that I developed, many, many years ago in sales, and just being persistent and consistent at everything. Eventually things are going to work out. So he's been very consistent. And so I want to thank him for all the hard work that he's put in. And of course he's going to be there, right? He's going to be there doing the morning show or the morning afternoon show. There's a lot of information that we're breaking down with what we're available to do, which starts the day before the draft. So we'll need to get there before the 23rd. So a lot of the schedule is going to change. I'm going to have a lot to do between now and then to get ready. It's kind of last minute planning. We've got a couple of weeks ahead of us, but this is big for us. This is our first step in doing more, but we're going to be right in the thick of it. So let me review some of the things here. So the email that I received today from the NFL says your organization has been approved for media credentials for the 25 NFL draft in Green Bay. Please follow the steps, yada, yada, yada. Says each credential type provides the below access media workroom. Now, the media workroom is where it provides a seat for the media to work for all 3 days of the draft. The workroom is open seating and will be equipped with Wi-Fi. Also grants access to post-selection conferences with on-site prospects. The one that I selected is Radio Row, and Radio Row provides a seat with designated section of media workroom for the organizations to plan their broadcast. That plan to broadcast on site during the hours of operation. This section of the workroom will also be assigned seating and will include hardline internet access. Also provides access to the post-selection press conferences with on-site prospects. That's the part that I love, is that we're going to be able to get full access to the guys walking off the stage, as they get through the main, 3 and 4 media agency, 4-letter word, media agencies, the ABC, CBS, ESPNs, the NFL Network, all of them. Once they get through that gauntlet, at some point, way down the totem pole where I'll be, I'll maybe get an opportunity to say 3 words to these fellas. And that'll be great. Maybe some pictures, maybe a few words, maybe a couple of snippets. And look, that's going to be wonderful. The only thing that I care about is pick 28. As long as we get a conversation with pick 28, and whether that's pick 28 that moves to 10, or pick 28 that moves to 20, or pick 28 that moves to day 2, as long as we get a few words with that individual, I'll be, whoever that individual is going to be, I'll be super excited. So I wanted to pop in for just a minute just to make sure that I thanked you guys and that you guys know where I stand with this and that where this channel is going to continue to go. We believe in doing things the right way, and we believe that we are doing things the right way. No matter what some of these other hot air balloons, say and the lies that they spew and the junk that, that stuff just all settles to the bottom at some point. And we're going to continue to rise above. That's just what the Rise and Grind Morning Show is about. That's what Rock Down Detroit Lions, Rock Down Podcast Network is all about, is trying to do good things for others. But most importantly, man, you have to be able to love yourself and love what you do. And if you can do those things, look, why say anything negative about somebody else? Like, I just don't find, I don't find that attractive. I don't find that it's warranted. It's not something that I'm going to get involved in. We're here to do things the right way. You guys are here and have been supportive this whole time. We've gained like 80 subscribers overnight, which is good because we're in the slow part of the season. And we've hit another milestone, and we're planning to hit another one. The last part of the big news that I'll share is this year we're going to go big. So we've done, last year I gave 10 jerseys away on draft night. Now, this is going to be a little chaotic because we're going to be at the draft. No idea what's going to happen. I'm hoping that it's just going to be smooth sailing. We'll be able to do our thing. I doubt it's going to be like that, but I'm just hoping. I'm planning on giving away 2 tickets to opening night, Ford Field. So that's the big giveaway this year, is 2 tickets to Ford Field. I've also got several grab bags that I'm assembling that'll be available for, other gifts that we're going to give away. We'll probably do a couple of jerseys. We're going to do some raffles. But our main focus is obviously Rock Down Cancer Foundation. Like, we have an opportunity to be in Green Bay. Let's do something big for Rock Down Cancer Foundation. Let's figure out a way to get this show out to everybody, get 1,000 people in here and start, driving, as much as we can towards it. And maybe we'll do some other raffles with tickets too for that night. But I'm going to get everything put up today and tomorrow and make a formalized list of what these prizes are going to be. I'll post it on Twitter. I'll post it in all of the community posts and be ready to go. So, man, yeah, we'll do some coffee boxes. We'll do a whole bunch of stuff. We got merch up now, so we're going to make sure that we get the merch going and put some of that stuff in some gift bags as well. So, number one, Trace, man, I can't thank Trace enough. She's been here from like day one. She's kind of she's the leader of the mods, if you will. She's been a huge part of this each and every day, showing up, and can't thank you enough. Obviously, we've got some new additions, but Mike P, he has also been one of the day oneers. Met him, I think that was at the draft event last year, if I'm not mistaken. The season ticket holder event last year, I think, is where I met Mike P in person. There's been, even a lot of the audience members, right? The subscribers, some of those people that haven't maybe become members yet. You guys are so important to this channel. Just being a subscriber is huge, right? The most important thing I can ask people to do is not to donate money. That's not it. If you're listening right now and you haven't subscribed, and if you're listening later and you haven't subscribed, why? Like, that is the most important thing you can do. And outside of that, the second most important thing that you can do are ads on. Let me get these stupid ads off. I totally didn't want ads on. Sorry about that. Let me get these things off. The second most important thing you do is commenting in the content, whatever it's live or if it's a video. And even if you have nothing to say at all, say hi, drop an emoji, just whatever. Like that's how important it is to the algorithm. If you feel like this content is worth it to get out to more people, to more Lions fans, even the national, NFL fans, helping us with the algorithm is the best way to watch the channel grow. And a lot of you do a great job with it. So I thank you for that. Brandy Coffee is one of the newbies in the house. Appreciate you. Kevin Barr, man, you've been like a day oneer. All the day oneers are pretty much in here right now. Let's just put it that way. A lot of the day oneers. Of course, Eric's in here. Rod Miller, nice to see you in here. Dennis Tydick. Who else is in here? My eyes are bugging out today. P-Rex. Is that a new name? I don't know how many times I've seen P-Rex in here, but you know what, buddy? Appreciate you being in here. Cake Man, you've been around forever. It's funny, one of these nights we're going to have to go back and watch one of the very first. Estella Eves is a newer name in here. Welcome in, and thank you for being part of Rock Down Detroit Lions, Rock Down Podcast Network. Rod Miller, see you in here. We're gonna have to go back and watch one of the original episodes. Good content, right? But just not polished. Terrible setup. We've come a long way. A lot of ducats invested, a lot of time invested. I can't even imagine how many hours I've spent doing this, but like I've showed Eric and others, man, I've written millions and millions of words over the last 18 months, and I know I haven't been getting things up on Substack, but it's like, why waste all that writing instead of putting it back up somewhere else for later? So, Riley O'Brien in the house. I see you in here. Oh, I got you, P-Rex. Okay, there you are. An OG subscriber, but switched it up. Okay. Petersaurus Rex, man. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being part of it, man. Cedric Sweeney's in the house. So anyway, big news for us. Motown Mitch can't not acknowledge you. And there's so many others. I mean, King SJ, who's not in here. There's so many others. Peter Van Larhoven, Better the Hunt. My ear just fell apart. Shoot. I only need one anyway. I'll put it back together. I mean, everybody that has mailboxes out to. I mean, there's a lot of you that have been a part of this, and now we get to hopefully take it further. And it's not going to happen overnight. That's the one thing that I will say is it's not like, I'm not backed by millions of dollars, and I'm not backed by CBS or NBC or NFL. They have unlimited funds to send all of their analysts out and all of their media people out to go wherever they want to go, to do whatever they want to do, within, limits, obviously. But I have to balance the books at the end of the month. They don't, right? Somebody else balances their books for them. So we just have to be conscious of that. That's why I'm saying I don't want your money. I just want you to like, subscribe, share, get others to do the same, and we'll be on our way. Let YouTube do its thing. And we'll be fine. We'll get more sponsors in, and we'll let the sponsors handle the rest. So anyway, appreciate you guys. I just wanted to come in for a few minutes to say thank you, and also let you know that we've got bigger stuff on the horizon. We got bigger fish to fry, so let's go get the oil, man. Let's get it going. We'll see you guys later. Possibly tonight, I'm going to come back in. We're going to do a little bit of a midweek review. We got a video dropping here in 15 minutes about DeMarcus Walker, but that's about it. We'll see you guys later. All right, take care. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you.